Sunday, November 7th, Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11261. This is Jayne Paulie. This is something called Sunday Morning that they put on publication, on public broadcast. What, Nooch? On today's episode, they're referencing a Russian immigrant who named Paulie, Polly, who came to, I guess, America, worked in some form of sewing factory, and then became something called a madam, Madame. Now, here's the thing. This is where I have a really big problem with prowess and how people paint one another. For me, parlare en français, madame, is what you say of a woman. Donna, madame. I mean, it's supposed to be Mr. and Mrs. in English, in America, North America. It's Mr. So-and-so, it's Mrs. So-and-so. En français, it was taught to me anyway, that it was madame, and then there's, in Italian, I think it's ragazzo, although I don't know what the formality is, and it's garçon in français. I mean, what little I've been able to pick up in just running into people or bumping into people. I had a French tutor at some point, just to pass the regions, but it was really difficult because my memory kept slipping with impairment of vocabulary words. I couldn't get to the conversational level of French. I'm good for like one or two words to string together to make like a statement if I can remember it, if I can say it long enough, but then sometimes it's fleeting. So anyway, long story short is, enough about me. They're talking about this woman. There's a book about Polly, and they're talking about her in this flapper, new age, although when I say nuovo in a very disparaging way, I do not want to be cast, C-A-S-T, or character scripted as if this is acceptable for my persona. It's just not. People love this lifestyle. People have done a lot of stuff to protect this lifestyle. I'm not even getting into that. I don't want to be seen this way. I don't want to be typecast this way. I don't want to act in this fashion. In fact, I am so recluse trying not to be seen as this type of person just because I live in the state of New York, which already is like a disgusting, like dirt spot as far as I'm concerned. This one, 1975, shows up. I never ever would I have said. They said this morning a word stag party. I had to ask Lynn and Lou what that meant. They're like, it's some kind of like public sex party. I'm like, oh my God. If I got taken by 1975, the Rocky Horror Picture Show, I'm just myself. I'm still in my chase, like I'm in a white t-shirt, black skirt, black boots. And he takes me to Carrie's birthday party. Now, I'm expecting presents, cake, family birthday party, bunch of friends, maybe a glass of wine and go home. That's not what the kind of I mean, like, I didn't even know they had a crossover culture that uses the same English words that I would take my children to kind of a party, to this type of lifestyle. And why the hell would anybody bring me purposely into that type of situation? You humans are a disgusting arrangement.
Music, dance, nightlife, and something else. John Dickerson takes us back in time.
During the roaring roaring 20s, F. Scott Fitzgerald said, the word jazz went from first
I would
meaning
have
sex
never
to then
seen this.
dancing,
I would have
then
never
music.
pursued this.
You
I would
could
have
get
never
for free if
entertained
you
it
go to
or
Madame
even
Tussauds
gone there
Antlers,
to
where sex
hold
dancing and
myself
music was
respectable.
also the order of priorities for her patrons. Adler is the subject of Madam, by Pulitzer Prize-winning author Debbie Applegate, a biography that is also a story of America bursting into the modern age.
This is why I don't particularly bode fond of America, with the experience I've had here, with lack of
Adler
security.
arrived from Russia at age 13 and got her American start in a sweatshop. Give me a sense of the factory life.
They're usually rather dark places. One of the things she quickly realizes is she has no control over the rest of her life, but she has control over her free time. So she starts going to the dance halls.
She also goes to Coney Island.
She adores Coney Island. Coney Island definitely teaches people the idea that you can just meet strangers. The boy will pay for your hot dog, pay for your amusement ride, pay for the dance hall. But the expectation was that there would be at least some sort of romantic prospects, and sometimes a lot more.
I don't want to live in a world where that's my only option. But yet that's what I've been handed this 20th century, with all of these great things that you claim that you built around the world and in New York. I hate everything about what is being exposed here in expose. I don't know how to make an inroads out of New York or in a Catskills, New York, where maybe there's one respectable person still alive. But staying here, this is what it looks like and sounds like. I had some Israeli man who I appreciated his accent and the fact that he was a traveled man, went to Colombia, went to Israel, places I had never been, just wanted to hear about his travels to tell me something about the world beyond this area. What do you... And the piece of shit turns on me and says that, like, you want to have sex with me? No, I don't. I want to hear about your story, about your travels, and nothing more. But it's like I can't even have that. Then I have another man who says I need boyfriends. No, I don't need boyfriends. What is wrong with your humanity? And these are the people that I'm exposed to just on my everyday out and about. I don't track these people down. I don't know who they are. I'm just serendipitously having conversations with them. And this is what their interaction with me is. Now, how exactly am I supposed to find respectable work, not flapper work, not this nuovo version of a madam, like where they accept men and gifts and then have sex with them? No, thank you. I want nothing to do with that. I am a built-for woman to something very special elsewhere that has been totally taken off of her course, and it is like predatory lending and sexual predators at the worst of the worst level of like executive management. And then I have no legal recourse, because how the hell do you get to that level to get to the man you still want to protect you in whatever he does in whatever country he's in? This is where I still am. This is where I am. And not only that, because of all of the disgusting that got written into my area, all the places that humans dragged me into, different bars, different clubs, different lifestyles, birthday parties, I think is for like a happy, congratulations, it's another year, your birthday. And then I find out that it's like all these like weird custom drug mollies and stuff, and they're getting naked. Oh my, it's like, I don't even want to say the words of where I've been dragged through in humanity in New York. Places if I could do like a brain scrub and never have to think of this level of disgust and deceit ever again, that's what I wish for. It has been so difficult. If this is what humans enjoy and like, I wish them all the best. I do. I just am so disgusted that they went out of their way to plan Tia Frio. Like, it went from Frank Falco, it went from Warren to Frank Falco dragging me into something with a Tia Frio because Frank was there the night, and so was Jeannie the night that I met Tia Frio. Tia Frio 1975 brings in a whole nother disgusting class of things that I'm thinking he's speaking of one thing in my innocence, which I like to keep. And then I'm exposed to like a whole nother level of deceit and disgust, which I want no part of, but I can't get myself out of because it's like stuck on my shoe and it follows me. So now at what point does humanity actually work out and I get some form of protection from humans? I'm just curious. Because I'm not looking to take their freedom away, their liberties away, their like self-importance away. I'm not trying to do any of that. I'm trying to protect myself from the people that think that their rights are so much more important than my own. Because I have yet to find a cottage in the woods with some form of contribution back to like a society that actually appreciates the fact that I want to be more like them in like a Vermont, like Grafton kind of Vermont Victorian, in picturesque human, rather than city urbanite, whatever is creeping out whenever it's creeping out. I don't want to know. There's got to be a community where I can safely be picturesque Victorian and respectable and do like whatever it is than in this urban disaster story of New York in the 20th century. Star 1978, star 8378, Nicole Cattaruzza. It's Earth, solar system, Milky Way, universe, galaxy is broken. And I'm still in Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361.